Hello, YouTube family. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture. It's me and Loretta, and we showing out because look at the shirt I had on. Okay, we just showing out just for a little bit, but it's me and Loretta. Yes, I be naming the wigs. It's not cute not knowing, and now we're gonna know. Let's get this hugging. I gotta thank the listener. Now, every time somebody tries to use me or content or just something, I'm going to report you. Now, someone told me, and I'm going to look it up today, but don't do that. Originality always wins. Let's get this hugging. Come on. Happy New Year, everybody. And I'm not supposed to say it after today. A recent survey came out that says today is the final day that you should say Happy New Year to someone unless you haven't seen them for a while. But they said it should not go past January 3rd. Your thoughts? Lizzo, how did she lose the weight? Ozempic? She lost about 100 pounds, and I'm sure she's going to do a big reveal when she talks about it. All this time, people suing her and biting her back out. She was out here losing weight. And you could tell, it's noticeable that you see a 100-pound weight loss in Lizzo. 100 pounds, Ozempic. Another person who lost weight, they're not saying they took the shot, but they're talking about the weight loss is Kelly Clarkson. The singer, talk show host, is on the new issue of People magazine. The 41-year-old singer recently divorced her husband. She married a man that was no good. They got 2 kids. He was no good. She went through deep depression after that divorce. She felt humiliated. She felt that he used her. At one point, he told her, "You going on The Voice? You're not sexy enough to be on The Voice." I can't stand an emotional abuser. I had somebody try that with me. He didn't know he ran into the Scorpio. And I just had to, the whole relationship, I always had to have a comeback for something smart he would say. And I was like, dude, what is wrong with you? Kelly Clarkson, she got out of that marriage. She's seeking happiness. How does she lose the weight? Because she lost about 50 pounds, maybe 50 or 60 pounds. Kelly Clarkson says she started listening to her doctor. She moved to New York for the show, so she had to walk everywhere. She also went on a high-protein, low-carb diet, and that's how she lost. She will not say that she got the shot, but she has lost a lot of weight. More troubles for Tiny and T.I. They've been often accused and said, we're innocent of drugging and assaulting women. This one was from a case in 2005. The woman is an Air Force veteran, and she claimed she was drugged and sexually assaulted with their feet. I don't know what this is. I ain't never heard of nothing like this. I was like, with their feet? I never heard of that. What are people doing with their toes? I'm sure somebody's going to tell me. That's all I'm going to say. Forrest Whitaker, we now know how his ex-wife Kesha died. It was about a month ago when Kesha Whitaker passed away at 51, and everyone said the same thing. She was so young. Apparently, she suffered from an alcoholic liver disease, and she had been suffering from this for years. She also was suffering from acute renal failure, which is one of the symptoms of anorexia. Kesha Whitaker, she and Forrest Whitaker were married 20 years, divorced in 2018, had 3 kids. She had been modeling for 15 years. Nigel Lithgow in more trouble. Paula Abdul shocked everybody when she came forward and said that the producer of American Idol and So You Think You Can Dance, that he sexually assaulted her. Very inappropriate behavior. Nigel said this is not true. That woman is lying. Well, 2 more women have come forward to say that they too are victims of this producer on American Idol. Travis Kelce. Some people just got to know him because he's dating Taylor Swift, but a lot of us have known him for years. He had a dating show on E! He was dating all these sisters before Taylor. Of course, he's a football player. He's a very good-looking man. They say he wants to be the next Rock, as in Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. He's lining up movie deals and everything else because I guess he's looking, what is life going to be after football? And he wants to be on the big screen. Chestnut is coming back to TV, this time in a new CBS show called Watson. Are any of you familiar, I know you are, with Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson? They were solving crimes and everything, and Dr. Watson was a real doctor. Well, in this new CBS show, simply entitled Watson, Sherlock Holmes, somebody killed him, so now Dr. Watson is in charge, a.k.a. Chestnut. Chestnut was on Fox's The Resident, and then a Rosewood show. He's busy. Chestnut keeps a job. Him and Kiki White, they keep jobs. He also is developing a new show for BET. See, he gonna have a backup. He not gonna be without a gig. He's also developing a show for BET, but good luck to Chestnut, headed to CBS. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes, they're saying a lot of people are turned off by their new podcast. It's too much. They claim they were going to talk about pop culture and stuff, and every week it's about their romance, and it's like, look at us, we're in love, we're in love, we're in love, we're in love, we are in love. If you got to keep telling people you're in love, trying too hard. Your strengths are your news backgrounds, and they were very good at their job. Amy gonna say she don't miss being a GMA. Girl, yes you do. That gig was sweet. You probably would have taken over if Robin Roberts, had ever decided to leave. Oh, y'all missed those gigs, especially TJ, because that was the best. When you talking about that's a come up, that was a big come up, and he had Robin Roberts in his corner. This podcast, a lot of people are turned off. They're like, y'all sound like one-trick ponies. Can you do something else? Can you talk about something else? They got paid a $50,000 signing bonus. The podcast will not last if you continue on this. Look at us, we're in love. Speaking of podcasts, a new season of my podcast, Patty and the Millennials. What is it? It's me, the baby boomer, having conversation with Gen X and Millennials, men and women. If you love great conversation, you got to check out Patty and the Millennials. I love conversation. And it's okay. You can agree to disagree, because everyone shouldn't have the same thought or same thought pattern. And it's just a wonderful group of individuals. I love their voices. I love their opinions, and a whole new season. I've been doing this podcast for about 8 years. Ever since I came back from the stroke and, doing new things. But I just took a few weeks to regroup, and it forced me to get the artwork that I had been saying I was going to do. I'm being much more intentional this year about getting stuff done. But it's a brand new season, and they were like so excited. The conversations were lit. We're talking about, I think it's going to go probably around midnight tonight, but we're talking about the trends of this new year. The trends of 2024. This is a big year. You got the Olympics. There's going to be another presidential election. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of madness surrounding that, but there's a lot going on for 2024. Leave a comment, give a thumbs up, leave a comment. I do. People be like, you don't read the comments. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And if you see me give you a heart or respond, I do. I appreciate you, the dialogue. Let me know when people are out on these YouTube streets trying to use my stuff or my likeness, because we will have them shut down, because that's just how petty I am. So please just keep letting me know. It's not cute not knowing is what I love to say, because there's nothing cute when you walk around here and you don't know what's going on and you have people looking at you like, okay. Thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate you guys. Me and Loretta. I'm Patty Jackson. I am, so I find my styling. I am your auntie for pop culture.